Hello and welcome to the 8th in the Japan Times Roundtable Sustainability. Our guest today is designer and author Azby Brown. I first came across Azby, I think it was probably about 6 months ago, on an online seminar where he was talking about the circular economy that existed during the Edo period, and this was something which was just so fascinating to me and such a revelation that in fact during the Edo period there are many things going on that we can learn from today in thinking about sustainability, and so it's great to have Azby with us here today. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Nice to be here.
So you've been in Japan a very long time.
Yes, it's, let's see, I came in 1985.
85.
So it's, more than 30 years, so
Great.
It's a long time. I didn't expect to be here this long.
None of us ever did. None of us ever did. We always came through. And so tell us a little about how the fascination with Japan came about. You've got a really interesting journey that goes from architecture, carpentry, Mia dikes through to all the things you're doing today. So it'd be great to be able to give people a thumbnail sketch of that.
Sure. Okay. Well, I'm from New Orleans,
yeah.
And my family on my mother's side has been there for quite a few generations. And New Orleans is sort of an old city in America.
It's a
in that
beautiful
context.
City. Yeah.
I think 300 years old.
Yeah.
At this point, which is not old at all compared to Europe or to Japan. And I was interested in the environment and building and arts in general. And I went to college at Yale University and expecting to major in theater because I was doing a lot of performing at the time, but had a good course in architecture from a professor named Vincent Scully, who was a master and was just a mentor to so many great architects.
Was that part of the theater?
No,
studies. It was something separate. Why?
At Yale, like a lot of liberal arts colleges, you expected to take a lot of different courses, and I tried architecture course out, and I tried an art course out, and realized those fit me better. And through that, I got very interested in Japanese culture. I was fortunate that I had a roommate who had spent a lot of time in Japan. In high school, his father was a diplomat. I had a Japanese a student also, a Japanese woman who was one of my classmates, and I had a sculpture professor who had spent time in Japan. And little by little, I was exposed to Japanese culture and building and architecture. And fortunately, the library at the university had a wonderful selection of books on Japanese architecture.